Hi, I'm Corny Rempel, and I am very pleased to be joined by Delvinder Zamir and also Harwinder Kaur. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Corny. Nice to be here.
Hi, Corny. Nice to meet you.
It is so good to have you here to talk about something called More Feet on the Ground, and I think this is a fantastic program. We'll get to what that is in just a moment. But Delvinder, you work for the Manitoba Institute of Trades and Technology. What do you do there?
I'm a student life coordinator, so a lot of outside of classroom programming for the student experience.
Okay. And Harwinder, you are now with the government of Manitoba. What department do you work for?
I work with Department of Families.
Working with families. I love it. Department of Families. So how recently were you a student, Harwinder?
I graduated in March 2021, last year.
Okay. From where?
I graduated from Manitoba Institute of Trades and Technology from Human Resource Learning and Development Program.
Wonderful. So when I was given information about Harwinder, the information I was given was student who benefited from More Feet on the Ground. So I love it. What is More Feet on the Ground? Delvinder?
More Feet on the Ground is a program that we've adapted from the Center of Innovation in Campus Mental Health. So they have a component where they cover the 4 Rs. I just have it with me: recognize, respond, refer, and reflect. So they've come up with just empowering individuals to be able to be more confident and recognizing that, someone is in distress and needs help. So that's the program. And what we've done is there are 2 components at M.I.T.T. So we ask students to go and complete the online component where they do get a certificate from More Feet on the Ground, the online program through the Center for Innovation. And what we do is at M.I.T.T, then we have a facilitated live presentation where students join and we cover those 4 Rs and, how they can apply it in their current lives. And especially like the referral part, just covering situations, right? And like what are on-campus resources and off-campus resources in Winnipeg, just to make it a bit more applicable to our students.
So this is situations where a student would learn to recognize issues of mental health. Is that correct? Where you are seeing that somebody is struggling with a mental health issue and giving you some resources to actually be helpful or help them to find resources? Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, so that's right. And I have to say, by someone going through this program doesn't make them a social worker or counselor, and help someone to an extent of professional. This is simply just to recognize that someone close to us or someone that we go to work with, go to school with, or live with might be going through a situation. And when I say situation, because everyone's situation is different. And until we talk to that person, we don't know. And that's why one of the first R's is to recognize, right? So we go through that process on how to recognize and then how to respond. And again, I have to say it's very tip of the iceberg type of referral, because again, they're not professionals, but to help someone through this situation and, reaching out and saying, hey, do you need help? It seems like you're going through something, and being confident in having those conversations. I find that is the biggest, the challenge is that people don't know that, this is how you recognize, and this is, and you can do something about it and what it is. It's one of those awkward conversations that people don't really know how to have.
Yeah, because how often do we just say, how are you doing? And we're doing fine. We're all doing fine, right? That's the triggered answer. We're fine. And we're not always fine. And that sometimes shows up in our actions, or and to recognize that and to have more feet on the ground that are watching for that, to get them the help they need. You aren't the help they need, but you can help them to find it. And I think that's really why a program like this is so important. So Harwinder, when you were a student, This is a program that you went through, this online program. Tell us, first of all, how you went through the program and what that course was like.
Okay, so our student life coordinator, they contacted us through email about this program, from where I heard about it. And it was when I just saw and read some introduction about this program, I immediately wanted to join it, because on personal level, also I believe mental health is the most important thing that we don't give importance to when we are either behind our academics or behind our work. So this was something I wanted to join on the first attempt. So this program really helped me on my personal level as well as for people around me. So I wanted to learn more about mental health, how it works, and how I can recognize if someone is going through something. So I joined this program, and it was wonderful and really helpful.
Can you give me an example of something that they helped you to look for? Because we are very good at masking. We're very good at hiding when our life isn't together. Give me one example of a tool that you learned in this program that you could use to identify this in someone.
The major tool or major takeaway from this program was the active listening. The one when we ask someone how you're doing, the way of how they respond can give you the first hint. If from program I learned is if you feel something is odd in their communication, then definitely there is something going on. So with the communication, so basically I developed a kind of communication skills in terms of mental health, how to recognize from the words they're using, from the expressions they change when they are speaking to us. So this is the way that I learn to recognize if someone is going through something. So it was basically, I would say, active listening and communication skill to use to identify if someone is going through some mental health issues or if there is something going on in their mind.
Yeah. So Delvinder, this is an online program, right? Who is this all available to? Is this just college and university students? Is this high school students? Is it all of Manitoba? Who is this available to?
So the component that is online through morefeetontheground.ca is open to the public for everyone. So anyone listening and hearing us today, go on to morefeetontheground.ca and you can access the basic component that we do cover at M.I.T.T. And now the second component that we facilitate with our students to help them go over the stuff that they've learned on the website, that is only open to M.I.T.T. students. So maybe come join us at M.I.T.T. And join this program after. But this program is available for everyone listening and hearing us today on morefeetontheground.ca.
Okay, so you don't have to be a student. You don't have to be a faculty at a school. You have stuff for all of us that we can use to help identify these things in people and in ourselves, I think, which is important because how many things do we cover up in society, right? And how we're feeling. But I do like what Harwinder was saying about going beyond that, how are you doing question and listening to the answer and then asking a follow-up question. What would make today better? Or whatever your next follow-up question is, which also just shows that you care, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I would like to add here is making someone feel that their words are being cared and they are being listened is automatically the first step to mental health booster. So the confidence that they get in sharing something with you. So yeah.
That is excellent. Wonderful. Well, we will put up the contact information, morefeetontheground.ca. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And we'll put all that on steinbackonline.com. Is there anything you wanted to add?
There's not enough professionals to help us all, and we're all in different offices. But if everyone can make a changes by self-educating themselves on this program, or just the 4 R's: recognize, respond, refer, and reflect. If we can all be familiar with these 4 R's, we will have more feet on the ground to assist other people around us. And let's just keep this chain going. Because one thing the pandemic has taught us is that getting isolated is very easy and can happen very fast. We all know what being isolated feels like. So let's help those out there that are isolated by just asking, hi, how are you? And, if anything seems out of the norm because, you would have known them already, that's where you recognize and respond appropriately. And the other 2 R's after.
Yeah. Awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you. This is a very valuable program, and we will get the word out. Thank you, Delvinder. Thank you, Harwinder. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much, Corny.
Thank you so much, Corny.
You got it.